Today on Show Me the Money, I'm going to show you the money. Hey bosses, how are you doing? I hope everybody is having a great day. And today, as you can see, I'm on a different environment. I'm at my home office, not at the house or the condo building that I've built. And that's because I want to show you something here in the Excel spreadsheets that actually is going to help you very much. And the discussion that I'm going to show you today and the money that I'm going to show you today is comparing the what is going to happen with your bank account if you buy a property to live in or if you buy a property to invest in. And that's two different things, but you need to analyze because your pockets, it's just one. So you need to make the best financial decision, and that's why I am here. I'm going to show you how buying your home is not a great decision. And I said that before in several of my videos, in several of my platforms. Buying a property for you to live in is carrying a burden for the rest of your life. For the rest of your life, you're going to pay mortgage, you're going to pay property tax, you're going to pay insurance, and you're going to pay maintenance. So that's what I'm going to show you, how in just a little bit of time, it's not a lot of time, you can make enough money from a property, investment property, so you can buy the property you want to live in, and now you have revenue on one side to pay for your expenses in the other side. But before we start, I want to come here to the Florida Realtors Association to see how much is the average price for a single family home here in Miami-Dade County. And that's $375,000. So the property value, let's put this a little bit bigger. The property value is $375,000. So that's how much the property costs. But of course, you're not going to buy it cash. You're going to leverage. You're going to give a down payment, let's say of 25%, and that's $93,000 that you have as a down payment. And I'm not going to put here all the closing costs you're going to have, because that's going to increase another 3 to 5% depending on the bank that you're going to use, but I'll just leave it that way. You need to put $93,000 and the bank will finance you this difference right here. So let's say you're going to finance this house in 30 years with interest rates. Let's see how much is the average mortgage rate, which right now, residential mortgage rate, which right now is 3.29% per year, of course. So that means that your payment, your monthly payment would be this. 30 years, 3.29%. If you have a good credit, 30 years, and you're going to finance this amount because you did a down payment, you put a down payment. So your monthly payment is going to be $1,241, but you are going to have to pay for insurance. Average homeowners insurance cost in Florida, $3,600. So you're going to have to pay $3,600 per year. Sorry, per month. And also you're going to have to pay property taxes, which here it's about 2% of the property value, of course. So that's $7,500 per year, $625 per month. I'm not going to put maintenance, but that would be a cost also. Your total monthly payments is going to be this, and your annual is going to be this. So per year you're going to spend $26,000, and that's for your personal home, okay, the home that you're going to live in. I'm sorry about my English. I speak Portuguese. If not, that's not the term. I'm sorry. Just use the term you want. But the purpose is the same as the house that you're going to live in. And let's say you take the same down payment, okay, and you buy an investment property. What's going to happen? Investment property. So you have the value. Let's look for a property. Let's look for a property on this price. I think I have one. I think it's this one. 92,000. Value. So it's almost the same. It's even a little bit less. Okay. This property generates $1,200 in rent. $120 in management fee is what you pay for. $42 per month in tax on your revenue you pay for it, and you have $54 in insurance. So you have a net revenue of, let's put it here, rate 12.84. Net revenue is going to be this here. So you're going to make $984 per month, which is $11,810 per year. Okay, so that's your monthly. Okay, you need to pay property tax, which is there. This house is in Baltimore, so Baltimore property taxes rate. So the Baltimore, the tax rate, 2.248. 2.248. Okay, I'll put this here. You're going to pay this times this. You're going to pay this for a year. This is what you're making every single month. Okay, per year you're going to make almost $14,000 per year. So when you buy your property, that's the difference. Okay, when you buy your property, $375,000 property, every single year is going to come out of your pocket $26,000. $26,000. That's to pay the principal, interest, insurance, property tax, and I'm not including maintenance. If you buy investment property with the same down payment, the difference every single year from this to this is $40,000. Okay, so let's say in 30 years, on your personal home, you would expend almost $800,000. Okay, here you're going to make $416,000. The difference in 30 years is $1.2 million. In 30 years, it's $1.2 million. But that's not it. That's not it. This property costs $92,000, right? So if you are making almost $14,000 per year, that means that every 6 years, you're having that $92,000 back in proceeds. You make $13,000 in 1 year, save it. You make $13,000 in 1 year, save it. For the course of 6 years, you're going to do that on, and you're going to have $92,000. So each 6 years, you're going to buy a new property, okay? Every 6 years, you're going to buy a new property. So 2020, 2026, 2032, and keep going. So 30 years divided by 6 years, which is the period that you're going to have enough money to buy a new property. You're going to do this 5 times at the course of those 30 years that you are going to pay the mortgage. If you would pay the mortgage, if you would have bought your personal home or your whatever. So let's say you're making this per year. After 30 years, you have 5 properties now, okay? You're making $70,000 per year. After 30 years, you have enough money to make $70,000 per year. So that's the difference. While buying the house that you want to live in with a mortgage, through the course of 30 years, you're going to pay $26,000 forever. From day one to the last day of the 30 years, you're going to expend every single year almost $27,000, $26,000, and buying income generating properties in the same period. Instead of losing $26,000 every year, you're making $70,000 every year. Of course, it's pre-tax, but still you're making $70,000 per year. Guys, my purpose here is not to sell you anything. You can buy the properties that I have with my group, or you can just go and do your homework and buy your property. My goal here is to make you understand that buying a property to live in, it's carrying costs. It's eternal carrying costs, because I know you're not going to pay off that mortgage in 30 years, because then you're going to upgrade your house, or you're going to you're going to leverage the equity that you have in it, and that's, buying a house is not the American dream. Buying a house is the bank's dream, is the financial system dream, because it keeps you attached to it forever. Forever, you're going to be attached by it, because you're going to mortgage your first property, and you're never going to go away, because when you have some equity, the guy from the bank is going to call you, Mr. Daniel, do you know that you have equity on your property? Well, we would like you to lend that equity back for you. And they are going to lend that for you, because I already work in a bank back in Brazil, and it's way better to sell finance, to sell loans, than to sell investments, for one single reason. When I'm selling you a loan, I'm putting money on your pocket that you have to pay me with interests. But I'm putting money on your pockets. Instant gratification. It's Instagram. It's the same thing. You post it, you have likes, you feel good. I call you, I lend you money, I put money on your pockets, you feel good. When you're talking about investments, when I had to call my clients to tell them that I had a great investment opportunity, they, no, I don't want to. Why? Because investing would take them from their comfort zone, would take money from their pockets and put it where they couldn't spend, they couldn't touch. But in 30 years, that's how much money you're going to lose. Okay, so I hope that this episode, which is different, which I want to do more, I'm going to do more live sessions, I'm going to do more Q&A because I want to engage with you. I hope this was instructive. This is the financial side of it. Of course, there's people that can put a 3% down payment and then you're only spending $11,000. So that's compelling, I understand. But when you put in the paper what you're paying for, in 1 year, in 30 years, you're going to pay $1 million for a house that's worth $375. So don't do that. I'll see you next week.